Welcome to the channel, coin lovers and collectors. In this video, we'll explore some of the most valuable United States of America quarter-dollar coins that have amazed collectors for years. These coins may look like ordinary quarters, but a few rare versions hold incredible value due to unique minting errors, limited production, and special historical details. We'll take a closer look at what makes these quarters so desirable and how you can identify the valuable ones in your own collection. So get ready to discover the hidden worth behind these iconic American coins. Let's get started. First up, the United States of America quarter dollar from 1967 without a mint mark. This coin is part of the long-running Washington quarter series and represents an important transition period in U.S. coinage history. Let's dive into its story, design, and collector's appeal. The 1967 quarter is unique because it was struck during a time when the U.S. Mint temporarily removed mint marks from all coins. This decision was made to discourage hoarding during a national coin shortage in the mid-1960s. So, whether the coin was produced in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, none carried a mint mark that year. That makes the 1967 quarter an interesting coin for collectors who study minting history. On the obverse, or front side of the coin, you'll find the classic portrait of George Washington. This design, created by John Flanagan, has been featured on U.S. quarters since 1932. Washington's bust faces left, with the word Liberty inscribed above his head and the phrase, "In God We Trust," to the left. The year 1967 appears below his neckline, completing the design's dignified look. The reverse of the coin continues with Flanagan's powerful eagle design. The eagle stands proudly with its wings spread, clutching a bundle of arrows, and resting above an olive branch. The inscriptions, United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum, appear above the eagle, while quarter dollar sits at the bottom. This strong image perfectly symbolizes America's balance between peace and strength. The 1967 quarter is made of a copper-nickel clad composition, introduced in 1965 to replace silver coins. The outer layers are a mix of 75% copper and 25% nickel, while the inner core is pure copper. This change came after the Coinage Act of 1965, which eliminated silver from circulating quarters and dimes to make coin production more affordable and sustainable. In good condition, a 1967 quarter retains much of its detail and beauty. Washington's hair curls remain visible, the lettering is crisp, and the eagle's feathers are still defined. Some wear and light scratches from circulation may be present, but those marks tell the story of a coin that's been used in real transactions and has survived over half a century. The coin's dimensions are standard for modern quarters, 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighing about 5.67 grams. It also features a reeded edge, a signature trait of U.S. quarters that helps prevent counterfeiting and adds a touch of texture to the coin's design. More than 1.5 billion quarters were produced in 1967, as the U.S. Mint was working hard to end the coin shortage. Despite the massive mintage, finding one in particularly well-preserved condition today can still be exciting, especially if it has sharp details and a nice luster. Collectors often enjoy searching for high-grade examples or those with interesting toning. Even though the 1967 quarter doesn't contain silver, it holds historical value. It marks one of the final years before mint marks were reintroduced in 1968. For many collectors, this makes it an essential coin when completing a full Washington quarter set, representing a period of change in American coinage. The design of the 1967 quarter continues to stand as one of the most recognized in U.S. history. George Washington's portrait and the strong eagle reverse remained unchanged until 1999, when the state quarters program began. So, the 1967 quarter is part of the classic Washington era that lasted for nearly 7 decades. This coin circulated heavily throughout the late 1960s and 1970s, a time of major social and economic change in the United States. From vending machines to gas stations, it played a part in everyday life. Holding one today connects you directly to that fascinating era. For collectors, the 1967 quarter is also a great entry-level coin. It's affordable, widely available, and carries an interesting backstory about the mint mark suspension and the transition to clad coinage. It's a coin that blends accessibility with historical depth, perfect for beginners and seasoned collectors alike. Though most circulated 1967 quarters are worth only their face value, high-grade examples or special varieties can be worth more. Some coins may display striking errors, such as off-center strikes or planchet issues, which can increase their value among error collectors. The lack of a mint mark also makes this coin a good teaching piece for understanding U.S. mint practices. It helps collectors appreciate how historical events, like the coin shortage, directly affected coin design and production. Visually, the 1967 quarter still looks strong and balanced. Its design captures the essence of American resilience and pride. The eagle's spread wings and Washington's confident profile remind us of the nation's history and values, even in the smallest details. Even in good circulated condition, this coin remains a beautiful representation of American craftsmanship. Each scratch or worn spot adds personality, showing that it's been part of the country's economic journey for decades. As we hold this 1967 quarter dollar, we're not just looking at an old coin, we're holding a piece of American history. It represents a nation adapting to change, balancing tradition with innovation, and producing a coin that continues to stand the test of time. In conclusion, the United States of America quarter dollar 1967 without a mint mark in good condition may not be rare, but it is historically significant. It reflects the challenges and changes of its time, carries an iconic design, and continues to inspire collectors who appreciate both beauty and history in the coins they collect. Next up, the United States of America quarter dollar from 1984 with the D mint mark. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but it carries decades of history, design excellence, and significance for both collectors and everyday coin enthusiasts. Let's take a closer look at the 1984 D Washington quarter in good condition and uncover its fascinating story. The 1984 quarter dollar was minted during a time when the Washington quarter design had already become one of the most iconic in U.S. coinage. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the design by John Flanagan remained unchanged for decades, symbolizing stability and American pride. On the obverse or front side, you'll find the portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. His profile faces left, showing his calm yet strong character. Above his head, the word Liberty is boldly inscribed, while to the left, the national motto In God We Trust can be seen. The date, 1984, sits neatly below Washington's neckline, marking the coin's year of minting. Just to the right of Washington's ponytail, you'll find the small but important D mint mark. This indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary facilities responsible for producing circulating U.S. coinage. The Denver Mint is well known for creating billions of coins each year, and the 1984 D quarter is part of that legacy. On the reverse side, the coin features a majestic bald eagle, another powerful American symbol. The eagle spreads its wings proudly, holding a bundle of arrows in its talons, representing defense and strength. Beneath the arrows lies an olive branch, symbolizing peace. The inscriptions, United States of America, and E pluribus unum, appear above the eagle, while quarter dollar rests below. The 1984 quarter is made from a copper-nickel clad composition with an inner core of pure copper and an outer layer that's 75% copper and 25% nickel. This metal blend gives the coin its signature silver-like appearance and durability, allowing it to withstand years of circulation without losing its defining features. In good condition, the 1984 D quarter shows moderate signs of wear from circulation, but the main details of Washington's portrait and the eagle design remain clear and recognizable. You might notice some light scratches or dulling of the luster, but overall, the coin still presents itself beautifully, especially for one that's been used in everyday transactions for decades. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter, which is standard for U.S. quarters made after 1965. The edge of the coin is reeded, with fine grooves running around its circumference, a feature originally designed to deter counterfeiting and coin shaving in older times. In terms of mintage, the 1984 D quarter was produced in large numbers, with over 500 million coins struck at the Denver Mint. Because of this, it's not considered a rare coin, but finding one in excellent, uncirculated, or proof-like condition can still be a rewarding find for collectors. While the 1984 D quarter doesn't contain silver, its historical and nostalgic value makes it special. Coins like these tell stories of an era when cash transactions were at their peak, long before digital payments became common. Every scratch or mark on the surface could represent countless stories from its years in circulation. Collectors often appreciate coins like the 1984 D quarter for their design consistency and role in American numismatic history. The Washington quarter series continued largely unchanged until 1999, when the U.S. Mint introduced the state quarters program, replacing the eagle design with state-specific reverses. And this way, the 1984 D quarter belongs to the classic Washington quarter era, which many collectors view as a golden period in U.S. coin design, simple, elegant, and deeply patriotic. Holding one today connects you directly to that chapter in American coinage. Though the coin's face value remains 25 cents, its sentimental and collector value depends on condition and presentation. In good condition, it's a nice collectible, while high-grade examples can fetch a few dollars in the collector market. Error coins, or those with striking varieties, can be worth even more. The craftsmanship of the Denver Mint ensures that even circulated examples like this one often retain their visual appeal. The raised lettering, detailed eagle wings, and clear mint mark all demonstrate the precision of U.S. minting in the 1980s. The coin also stands as a tribute to George Washington's enduring legacy. His portrait has now appeared on quarters for nearly a century, reminding Americans of the nation's founding principles: leadership, independence, and unity. Examining the 1984 D quarter up close, it's easy to appreciate how coins are more than just currency. They're miniature works of art, pieces of history, and silent witnesses to countless everyday moments across generations. Even in good condition, the 1984 D Washington quarter remains an appealing and educational coin for anyone interested in U.S. numismatics. It's a symbol of American tradition, resilience, and artistry, a small but meaningful piece of history still circulating today. In conclusion, the United States of America $quarter 1984 with the D mint mark in good condition is more than just a 25-cent piece. It represents a period of strength in American coin design, a continuation of George Washington's honored image, and a snapshot of everyday life in the 1980s. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin deserves a place in your collection as a proud reminder of America's rich numismatic heritage.